Hello, welcome back to Traveling with Krushworth. On today's episode, I'm going to take you to Bath Spa, England, but I'm going to do it in a different way than I previously did in my Bath Spa, England travel guide. I'm going to be explaining some tips, some tricks, some things I should have known the first time, and telling some stories because Bath Spa, England was the first destination on my first solo trip that I've ever taken. So come on, follow me. I'm going to stay on my couch, but I think you're going to have a good time. As most travelers know, the adventure starts long before you get to your destination. For me, I was going to Bath Spa, but first I had to navigate the train boards at the Gatwick Airport train station. Coming from North America, we don't see this level of trains or that style of travel itself, and it was completely new for me because it was my first time solo traveling in Europe. One thing I'd like to ask you guys is, what do you remember of your first train trip in a foreign country or a foreign city? You could be in India, you could be in Rome, you could be in Spain, you could be anywhere on earth. But what do you guys remember? I'd like to hear about it, and please list it in the comments below. The incredible Bath Abbey was my first European cathedral, so I sat in the square gazing upwards in awe for almost 2 hours. I haven't been the first to walk the roads under the cathedral, however. The first structure was built in the 7th century AD, and portions of the current abbey were reconstructed in the 12th and 16th centuries. One of the most striking carvings showcases man's journey towards heaven as he labors on a steep ladder. Such is a thought-provoking symbol of the spirituality that gripped Europe during the Middle Ages. When one steps inside, it is a solemn yet beautiful place that echoes through the ages. I'll never forget Bath Abbey and what it meant to me. The city of Bath Spa's main attraction is the Roman bath complex, which was originally built in the year 43 AD as part of a temple complex. Long before Caesar arrived in Britain, these hot pools were a Celtic sacred site, which was then subsequently used and built upon by the Romans. When visiting the Roman baths, be there early or late in the afternoon, as it is the city's best known site. Yes, it's a large complex, but some of the magic can be lost if you're in and amongst large crowds of people. Regardless, the bath complex is a must-see. What most people don't know about visiting Bath Spa is there is a lot of walking, and the cobblestones are very medieval in their style, and they just ravage your feet. So make sure you have good shoes and extra band-aids as well, because you're going to need them. One of the highlights of my Great Britain trip was being able to get outside of Bath Spa and to see Stonehenge and some of the Cotswolds villages such as Lacock and Castlecombe as well. But Stonehenge has always held a special place for me. You might even say it's been on my bucket list for years. Built by Neolithic man 5,000 years ago, just standing there on those near those stones is something I'll never forget. I did a Mad Max tour of the area outside of Bath Spa. It's unbelievable, and I highly recommend this tour company for anybody else touring outside of Bath Spa. Just as Stonehenge is the centerpiece of this particular Mad Max tour, this tour also takes you to Lacock and Castlecombe, both of which are Cotswolds villages. Other highlights include Avebury, which is England's largest Stonehenge. It's 16 times larger than Stonehenge. And other things to see include the Churchill Chalk Horse and Silbury Hill, which is a stepped and a spiraled pyramid built by Neolithic man. This is a not-to-be-missed tour. The medieval village of Lecoq was first mentioned in the Domesday Book in the 11th century AD. The wool town was granted a market and thrived. Today, the entire village is owned by the National Trust, and efforts are made to keep the village as historic as possible. The river was the village lifeline until it dried up and the village's importance lessened. Some of the homes date back almost 900 years. Today, Lecoq is well known for being used in such films as Harry Potter and Stardust, among others. As pictured is the film set used for the house that belonged to Professor Horace Slughorn in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince when Dumbledore came calling. Portions of the earlier films were filmed in historic Lecoq Abbey. Thanks for watching my travel video, tips and tricks about visiting Bath Spa and the area surrounding this historic city itself. For more information on Bath Spa, please click the video above the image of Avebury Stone Circle. Thanks for watching.